G'day, and welcome aboard. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to leave the hustle and bustle behind. We're taking to the skies for a special kind of journey. Imagine the gentle hum of our aircraft, a soft breeze through the cabin. Below us, a city of stories is waiting to unfold. This isn't just any city. This is Zhenjiang, a hidden gem nestled in the heart of China. It's a place where history breathes alongside modern life. Forget the traffic. Forget the noise. From up here we get a whole new perspective. It's a bird's eye view of a truly magnificent place. The sun is just right, casting a warm golden glow over everything. It catches the rooftops and makes the rivers sparkle. You see how everything connects. The ancient temples, the winding rivers, the busy streets. It all comes together in one incredible picture. As we gently ascend, the details of the city start to emerge. Look down there. That incredible ribbon of water shimmering below us. That's the legendary Yangtze River. It's the lifeblood of China, and it flows right through the heart of Zhenjiang. From our vantage point, you can truly appreciate its immense scale. It's not just a river, it's a powerful moving force of nature. It has shaped the land and the lives of the people here for thousands of years. Watch how the sunlight dances on its surface, creating a path of diamonds that stretches as far as the eye can see. This river has carried emperors, traders, and dreamers, and today, it's guiding our flight. As we follow its course, you can see how the city has grown around it. Zhenjiang sits right at the point where the Yangtze meets the Grand Canal. This made it a super important place for trade and travel throughout history. Now you see modern cargo ships and smaller boats making their way along the same route. The river is a constant, a timeless highway that connects the past with the present. It's the city's main artery, and from up here, its pulse is strong and clear. They are a mix of natural beauty and human ingenuity. This is where goods from all over the world arrive and depart. They say the river has a spirit, a dragon spirit that protects the city. The mighty Yangtze, flowing gracefully towards the sea. Now let your eyes drift over to that stunning sight just ahead. It looks like a golden jewel floating on the water. That is the famous Jinshan Temple or Gold Hill Temple. It's one of Zhenjiang's most iconic landmarks, and from the air, it's absolutely breathtaking. The temple complex seems to hug the hill it's built on, with its beautiful pagodas and halls climbing towards the sky. The golden yellow tiled roofs shine brilliantly in the sun, which is how the hill got its name. It truly looks like a mountain of gold rising from the gentle waters that surround it. This temple isn't just beautiful, it's steeped in legend. This is the setting for the famous Chinese folktale, the legend of the white snake. As we circle above, you can see the Sisho Pagoda standing tall at the very top of the hill. Imagine the dramatic scenes of the legend playing out below us. It's a place where myths feel real, where every stone and every tree seems to have a story to tell. Look at how the temple is perfectly integrated with nature. The architects who designed this place hundreds of years ago had an incredible vision. They wanted it to feel like a heavenly palace on earth. You can see the winding pathways, the peaceful courtyards, and the ancient trees all working together in perfect harmony. From up here, you can appreciate the sheer artistry of it all. It's a masterpiece of classical Chinese architecture, a testament to faith and creativity. Even from this height, you can sense the tranquility of the place. It stands as a calm and steady presence, watching over the city and the river. It's a timeless beacon of spirituality, and we're so lucky to witness it from this unique perspective. Let's now shift our gaze to another majestic peak. That rugged green mountain standing proudly by the river's edge is Beigu Mountain. From our view in the sky, you can see why it was so important strategically. It offers a commanding view of the Yangtze River. Anyone who controlled this mountain could control the flow of traffic on the water. It's a natural fortress, and it played a huge role in many of China's historical battles. Beigu Mountain is deeply connected to the period of the Three Kingdoms, a heroic age in Chinese history. As we fly over the top, you can see the Ganlu Temple, or Sweet Dew Temple. Imagine the ancient heroes of China walking these very paths, planning their strategies and shaping the future of the nation. The mountain is like a history book written in stone and trees, and we are turning its pages from above. The landscape of Beigou is wilder and more dramatic than the other hills. You can see the steep cliffs and the dense forest that cover its slopes. It has a raw, untamed beauty. At the very top, there's a famous iron pagoda that has stood for nearly 1,000 years. It's a symbol of endurance and strength. From our aerial perch, the pagoda looks like a needle pointing to the heavens. It has survived storms, wars, and the passage of centuries. It stands as a silent guardian, a testament to the resilient spirit of Zhenjiang. As we glide past, take a look at the incredible view from the mountain. You can see why it inspired so many poets and artists over the years. The panoramic scene of the river, the city, and the distant hills is simply awe-inspiring. From our view, we can see the whole story laid out. It's a place of strength, romance, and timeless beauty. A true highlight of our aerial tour. Now let's guide our flight towards a very special part of the city. Look down at that cluster of old buildings with dark tiled roofs and narrow winding streets. That is the Xijin Ferry Old Town, or Xijindu. This isn't a recreation. This is the real deal. It's a perfectly preserved ancient street that has been here for over 1,000 years. You can clearly see the main stone-paved road snaking its way down the hill towards the riverbank. This was once the busiest ferry crossing on the Yangtze. For centuries, this was the gateway to Zhenjiang. The street is lined with old shops, inns, and guild halls. You can almost hear the echoes of the past, the chatter of travelers, the calls of street vendors, and the sound of horse-drawn carts on the stone road. It's incredible to think that this small area holds so many layers of history, from the Tang dynasty all the way to the modern era. From our unique viewpoint, you can really appreciate the layout of Xijindu. The street was built on a slope, and you can see how the buildings are terraced into the hillside. It's a brilliant piece of ancient urban planning. Notice the mix of architectural styles. There are traditional Chinese courtyards right next to Western-style buildings from the 19th century. This shows how Zhenjiang was a meeting point for different cultures. It was a place open to the world, and you can see that story written in its architecture, all from our comfortable seat in the sky. Today, Xijindu is no longer a bustling ferry crossing, but it's still full of life. It has been carefully restored and is now a popular spot for locals and tourists. It stands as a beautiful bridge between Zhenjiang's past and its present. It's a reminder that while cities change and grow, the important parts of their history can be preserved for everyone to enjoy. A true treasure of the city. As we continue our journey, let's turn our attention to the incredible greenery that surrounds Zhenjiang. A city isn't just about buildings, it's also about its natural spaces. Look over there at that beautiful island covered in lush forest, sitting right in the middle of the Yangtze River. That is Jiaoshan, often called the floating jade. From the air you can see why. It's a verdant oasis, a splash of deep green against the silvery water of the river. It looks so peaceful and untouched, a perfect escape from the busy city. Jiaoshan is famous for its natural beauty and its rich cultural heritage. It's home to ancient temples, pavilions, and a renowned collection of stone tablets with calligraphy from famous artists. As we circle the island, you can spot the roofs of the Dinghui Temple peeking through the dense canopy of trees. It's known as the temple wrapped in a mountain, and from our perspective, that description is perfect. The entire island is a park, a sanctuary for both nature and art. It's a place where you can feel your worries just melt away. Now, let's look south of the city. That vast expanse of rolling green hills is the Nanshan Scenic Area, or South Mountain. This is Zhenjiang's backyard playground. From the sky, it looks like a soft green blanket draped over the landscape. You can see the winding trails, the bamboo forests, and the hidden temples tucked away in its valleys. Nanshan has been a source of inspiration for poets and painters for centuries, celebrated for its serene and picturesque scenery. It's the city's green lung, providing fresh air and a place for quiet reflection. These green spaces are so important to the character of Zhenjiang. They provide a beautiful balance to the urban development. While the city grows and modernizes, these natural areas remain protected, offering a connection to the timeless beauty of the landscape. Seeing Jiaoshan and Nanshan from above, you understand how nature and the city can coexist in harmony. It's a truly refreshing and calming sight on our aerial tour. One of the most striking things you notice when you fly over Zhenjiang is the number of bridges. They are everywhere, crisscrossing the rivers and canals that flow through the city. From our high vantage point, they look like elegant threads, stitching the different parts of the urban fabric together. They are not just functional structures, they are works of art and engineering. Each bridge has its own character, its own story. Look at that magnificent structure spanning the mighty Yangtze. That is the Runyang Yangtze River Bridge. It's one of the longest suspension bridges in the world, a true marvel of modern engineering. From the air, its two tall towers look like giant gateways, and the suspension cables create a beautiful, graceful curve against the sky. It's a powerful symbol of modern China. It connects Zhenjiang to the city of Yangzhou on the other side, turning what was once a long ferry ride into a short drive. But it's not just about the huge modern bridges. As we glide over the city center, look closer at the smaller waterways. You'll see charming old stone arch bridges, the kind you see in traditional Chinese paintings. These bridges have been here for hundreds of years. They connect the old neighborhoods and have been crossed by generations of residents. They have a quiet, timeless beauty that contrasts wonderfully with the grand scale of the new bridges. Seeing them both in the same view tells the story of Zhenjiang, a city that respects its history while boldly embracing the future. This network of bridges is essential to the rhythm of the city. They allow people to move, to trade, and to connect with each other. As we fly over them, we can appreciate the beautiful patterns they create on the landscape. They are a symphony of steel and stone, a visual representation of how Zhenjiang links its past, present, and future together. While our aerial view is spectacular, it's also fun to imagine what life is like down on the ground. Let's zoom in with our mind's eye. As we float above the residential areas, you can see the patterns of daily life unfolding. Look at the modern apartment blocks with their neat rows of balconies. You can picture families starting their day, children getting ready for school, and people heading off to work. In the morning sun, you might see groups of elderly residents practicing Tai Chi in the local parks. Their slow, graceful movements a beautiful sight even from afar. Now let's drift over the older parts of town, those areas with the traditional grey-roofed houses. The lanes here are narrower, creating a more intimate community feel. From up here, they look like a fascinating maze. You can imagine the smell of breakfast cooking, perhaps some of Zhenjiang's famous fragrant vinegar being used in a local dish. You can picture neighbors chatting over their fences, laundry hanging out to dry in the sun, and the sound of bicycles rattling over cobblestones. This is the heart and soul of the city, where life moves at a slightly slower, more traditional pace. The city is a fascinating mix of old and new, and you can see it so clearly from the sky. A sleek, modern shopping mall might be just a stone's throw away from a centuries-old temple. A bustling 6-lane highway might run parallel to a quiet, tree-lined canal. This is the dynamic nature of Zhenjiang. It doesn't tear down all its history to make way for the new. Instead, it weaves the two together, creating a unique and vibrant urban tapestry. Even from this height, you can feel the energy of the city. You see the flow of traffic, the movement of people, the constant activity that makes a city come alive. But it doesn't feel chaotic. From our peaceful perch in the sky, it all seems to have a natural rhythm, a graceful flow. It's a reminder that a city is more than just concrete and steel. It's a living, breathing organism, full of stories, dreams, and the quiet beauty of everyday life. And we have the best seat in the house to watch it all. As our flight begins its gentle descent, it's time to take one last, long look at the incredible panorama below. The city of Zhenjiang has shared its secrets with us from the sky. We've seen its mighty river, its sacred mountains, and its ancient streets. We've witnessed the beautiful dance between nature and the city, between history and progress. The golden roofs of the temples, the green canopy of the forests, and the silver ribbon of the Yangtze are all etched in our minds. It's a view that is both grand and intimate, powerful and peaceful. This aerial tour was just a small taste of what Zhenjiang has to offer. We've seen the big picture, the beautiful layout of this historic city. But the real magic happens when you walk its streets, when you taste its famous vinegar, and when you listen to the stories of its people. I hope this journey has sparked your curiosity. I hope it has made you want to explore those winding lanes, climb those legendary hills, and stand by the shore of that magnificent river for yourself. The view from above is just the beginning of the adventure. Imagine yourself there now. You could be sipping tea in a quiet courtyard in Zhenjiang, or climbing the steps of the Chishu Pagoda at Jiaoshan for a stunning view. You could be exploring the bamboo forests of Nanshan, or simply enjoying a peaceful moment by the river as the sun sets. Every corner of this city has a story waiting to be discovered. Zhenjiang isn't a city that shouts for attention. It's a city that whispers, that invites you to come closer and listen to its timeless tales. So, as we prepare to land, I want to thank you for joining me on this special flight. I hope you've enjoyed this soothing bird's-eye view of one of China's most charming cities. Keep this image of Zhenjiang in your mind, a city of beauty, history, and quiet strength. Perhaps one day you'll make the journey here in person and create your own Zhenjiang story. Until then, hold on to the peace and wonder we've found today, high above the ground. Thanks for flying with me.